Alrighty then. So, the guards go ahead and like disperse on their own. Pretty. Let's see here. Pretty much like take a look at the area and try to also like some of them like obviously of course stay around you to protect you guys. So anyway, move your characters to the big rectangular shape, like a little bit north of you.
The big rectangular shape.
That thing, okay.
That's white, right?
Yep.
All right. I think we can just do this. Probably.
Or we can just do this.
Ah.
Like that.
Farther north? Wait. Wait. How many people?
What? Oh, inside that. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, Emmy said the big rectangular shape.
I was zoomed in, so I didn't see that part.
I mean, so am I, but I kind of know where that is.
Yeah, you do. There you go. Alright. What do we see?
Okay, hold on.
What do your elven eyes see?
But yeah, I said to, not into.
Oh, 2? Okay.
That's also what I figured.
Words, Emmy.
Yeah?
Yeah, that wasn't me.
Words. Anyway, so you see what appears to be like a makeshift big tent. Let's see here. Sev goes ahead and walks to the I guess we can call it a door. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure what to call it at this point because it's like
entryway.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
I don't know. Entryway just sounds.
Yeah, let's just say entryway. It's a how do I describe this? It's basically like one of those cloths that just like cover the actual entryway, like no actual door.
Yep. And you just like pull it aside, basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He pulls it aside for you, and you see like several beds. Let's see here. Most of them are occupied, and a lot of them are not looking too good.
What was the first thing you said before a lot of them are not looking too good?
Most of the beds are occupied, but not all of them.
Okay. And just about how many beds? If you would care to repeat?
From the looks of it, it seems about 28.
All right. Cool. 19 by... I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm not a math person.
What?
Never you mind. Don't mind me.
Okay.
Alright.
26, you said?
28.
28, okay.
Okay.
I guess we're gonna follow suit, and we're gonna keep a healthy distance.
Alright then. Cause Quinn stay outside because, you know, horse.
Yep. I'll stay outside and keep watch.
Let's see.
Can I look at my way around the camp?
I can just like chills at the front of the entryway. This big tent. Let's see here. Flowering, Ashi, and Margarita go in, and Vathos just follows Margarita because of course he does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty simple actually.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so you go ahead and like take a look at several of the patients. Flowering does notice that a lot of them do have muscle atrophy. Like, they are fucking weak.
Definitely.
Except this is like of semi-natural causes. I'm putting air quotes over here. Because, you know, this is a magical disease.
Yep.
Now that I'm actually here, I would like to try to get a read on the ailments.
The what? Oh, the ailments.
I don't know if it's contagious yet, so I'm not going to get too close, but I want to just kind of hover around and take a look at their states. Or I suppose I would have big trained in this. I would probably know how to safely.
Or you could know. Ask Vathos and Margarita.
All right, I can do that. Samara, Vathos, you know the disease better than I do. Is it contagious? What sort of thing are we dealing with here?
Well, it's a bit hard to say, but we're still actually trying to understand the nature of why or how it's actually contracted. The only thing we do understand about this is that the disease causes physical and magical disabilities.
But
Additionally, from what we can see, that fire creature seems to have not caught it himself. So it's safe to assume that he's either immune, or it's not quite contagious in the traditional sense.
Pretty much. We need to study it more before we have a better notion about how to combat it, but it should be a good opportunity to do so. Yes.
Indeed, this will be great. This will be a great study for you, Princess.
Maya's gonna move towards towards some of the patients, and so does Ashi.
Okay. You notice that they're mostly men, a few women though. By the way.
I'm sticking with Maya for this right now. And I think it's time for medicine checks.
Okay.
Have a look at what's going on.
Okay. All three of you, Flowering, Ashi, and Margarita, will be doing the medicine checks here.
Individually?
Nope. Double advantage.
Great.
Okay, and I think Ashi has the highest medicine check.
Oh, definitely.
She has like what? She has like mastery on fucking medicine.
And just because I'm feeling like I'm a little bit of a jerk, I'm gonna auto-crit it.
Of course you are. Well, that's skill experience, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, so from what you can tell, the elements are, yes, it seems as though that the disease itself is essentially sapping away at muscle mass. However, one of the symptoms that you recall, according to Vathos, Margarita, and Sev, are that it also drains away at a caster's ability to cast magic. And that is a 20. Wait, for Margarita?
For Margarita, didn't you? Yeah.
Oh. I meant one of you rolled medicine, and the others are helping.
Okay, because I asked you individually.
I said no.
Oh, you said... Okay, don't know what I heard then. Never mind. Never mind. Fantastic.
Well, Ashi got an auto crit, so.
Yeah.
which makes it an absolutely delicious 34.
My God.
It's like that doesn't pass. Like, what? How?
Mm. Let's see here. Also, I need you to roll investigation now.
She? Ooh.
Yes.
20 plus 5. Do I get advantage because help or alone?
Oh no, this is something different. Well, this is kind of it's similar but different. Hey, not 19.
Almost a natural 20.
We've been having a lot of those lately, by the way.
Uh-huh. Indeed, I have. The
Just make her
cock
make her roll history.
Shut your mouth. Oh.
Excuse me. Roll that high. Alright then. Upon inspecting the other people, you notice that they all have a somewhat of a strange. You're not quite sure if it looks like a rash or if they're punctures. Because they seem to like meld just together. Or it could be possible that a puncture occurred and a rash formed around it. But you notice this with all of them.
They all have got puncture wounds.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of puncture wounds?
It's in multiple different areas of the body, or bodies rather, of their bodies.
I mean,
They're
how
alive.
large? Are they individual?
What do you mean?
For one thing, are they small, like pinpricks? And are they scattered about seemingly randomly? Are there any specific body parts that they're more frequent in? And how close are they?
Let's see here.
These one.
For the most part, they're pretty sparse, and you can't quite find a pattern as was that in regards to where the puncture wounds are. They just seem a bit sporadic in different parts of the body. For each person.
Okay, but I'm not getting an indication of whether it is, let's say, what's left, a mark left from a pair of fangs or a weapon.
Oh, I mean, what does the puncture look like? You mean?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to get. Details. The tails.
Okay. No, Emmy, I don't have a tail.
What?
And if you keep saying it that way, I'm going to give you a tail.
What?
That'd be cute.
It'd also be really painful.
Yep.
Alright then, anyway. Hug the baby sis.
Okay.
Anyway,
So like, is it a stab wound? Or is it a bite wound?
they, from the looks of it, they look like tiny pricks.
Knew it.
As far as you can tell, they could either be needles or insects.
Alright. And once again, there's no... You said there's no pattern, so there's no... There's no part of the body where it is most concentrated. It's not specifically in the neck, specifically in the stomach or any such thing. It's just all over.
Let's see here. Roll an intelligence check for me.
Alright. 20 plus 1 int. So very int. Ooh,
Okay,
15.
well,
Not
that's
bad.
good enough. Okay, so you do notice like something of a pattern, I suppose, but it's never in an area that is typically clothed for a person.
That's typically what?
It's never in an area that is typically clothed for a person.
Oh, clothes for a person. So exposed flesh is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense. So neck, face, I guess
Arms,
lower stomach
legs.
if the arms,
if they're
legs.
exposed, yeah.
yeah, whatever exposed to coolios.
And yeah, and you notice like basically that with each puncture wound, there's always an accompanying what appears to be some sort of skin discoloration.
Whatever this is, it definitely did a number on these people. This is definitely not natural, but I feel like some creatures behind this.
Alright then, Vatos calls from across the room, basically. Sorry, Vatos. Sev calls from across the room, and asks, "Friends, have you found anything?"
I turn to him. Well, we can tell that this must have been sustained in some sort of attack, and it was definitely not dealt by a weapon. And that's kind of looking a bit more closer to the discoloration thing. These look like bite wounds of some sort.
Bite wounds. Yeah, yes, we did manage to see that. However, as far as we know, there shouldn't be any kind of creature that can give this kind of disease. But then again, this is a magical forest.
Are you sure that you haven't seen, that you never saw what happened to these people?
He just shakes his head.
And they haven't said anything to about it either?
Unfortunately, let's see here. He looks to a few of them. Some of them seem to have said something along the lines of feeling a prick or something, then feeling rather weak. However, that was in multiple different areas of the camp and even in the forest.
Well, that's not good. Flowering, what do you think?
I think we need to burn the forest down.
But more specifically about their conditions.
Like, I just think these guys must be suffering so much. Some of them have like labored breathing. Some of the luckier ones are currently just sleeping. Maybe.
Thanks for the supplied sound effects.
Thanks, Pipes.
Yeah, no problem.
So. Okay, that was loud.
Sorry.
Let me try something. And I take one of it and I grab the side of one of the patients.
I can't hear you, Emmy.
Thanks, Fabs. Let me try something. And I place my hand, I grab the side of one of the patients, and I'm going to use Hands of Healing and Physician's Touch.
Okay. What was the feature called again?
It's Physician's Touch through Hands of Healing. Oh, Healing Hands, what the fuck? I just read it.
Hands of Heal.
Hand of Healing.
Hand of Healing, thank you. So that would be a D8 plus Wisdom.
Okay. Let's Let's see.
That's what a heal, and because of Physician Touch, I will try to end the effect.
Okay. Alright then, if you'd like to. Go ahead and roll medicine.
Alright. 18.
What?
What?
I was like, ooh, here's gonna be a 27. I was like, 18.
Close enough.
What?
Close enough.
Okay. So you attempt to use Physician's Touch to see if you can heal the person. Seems as though there's no effect. However, the strange thing is that you felt as if the magic from your key was essentially being sucked. You know, absorbed.
That's odd. That's really odd. Mara, did you see what happened? I don't know. Would she have known?
Have her roll perception. Plus intelligence mod.
Oh, plus intelligence, even better. That's 27.
You already rolled it? Oh.
I did.
That was quick.
Yeah, I know the mod.
Okay. Alright then. Yeah, she's cute enough to like notice that it was as if the magic from your heal was just being sucked in.
It was absorbed. It was absorbed, just like that.
Okay. What are you guys talking about?
So Faring, remember how in my training I learned to harness the power within all of us? And in one of those ways I can heal people? That I just tried to do that, and it didn't work. It was like my ability was just negated and absorbed. As if there's something inside of this person eating it, like a parasite.
Vathos actually accepts in, and after overhearing all this. Okay, did you mention anything about the pricks and everything as well, or?
I did.
Okay.
I should have said that very loudly.
Okay. Pricks, you say? That is strange.
And judging by what Darkos of this said, something very small must have attacked them suddenly. Like a bug of some sort.
Curse
Many
you
of them.
poisons! Curse you natural poisons! What's that?
Strange melody. Well, I can definitely say that so long as whatever that is remains inside of them, healing is going to be ineffective. Varthos, this seems like your deal.
Not necessarily. How should I explain this? Ocean Sorrow shouldn't have... these puncture wounds, or this rash.
How does it usually appear then? You said the symptoms are something like a fever. What do you expect from a cold or some other serious illness? Except it also impairs their magical ability. Right?
It does, yes. The problem is, with ocean sorrow, there, at least to my knowledge, there have only been symptoms, not signs. That is to say, there are only things that we have to ask the patient. There aren't much observational signs for it except the muscle atrophy.
This is a new disc strain. Could it have mutated somehow between being carried by the insects?
You have to think again, Ashi. This sickness wouldn't be carried by insects under the sea.
I know, which is why it's so odd. But that's what it seems. That's what seems to have happened. Which makes me wonder. We haven't seen any of such insects before. And I'm just loving my voice even more. Maybe this is planned.
What are you guys talking about?
Trying to figure out how to best approach this, Flowering. Leaving that aside, Vathos, you're a curse specialist. I feel like, or you'd know, if this is anything similar to the sort of thing that you deal with. Could you affect whatever is within them?
Disease is not my strong suit, but I can... Disease is not my strong suit, however, I can go ahead and give it my best shot.
You heard what I said, though, right? About what the force that seems to be eating magic. This doesn't seem like just an impairment. Something is actively sucking and eating the magic within them. Or at least that's what it seems like.
By the way, did you say any of this in character?
Yeah, I'm doing that. I
Okay.
said that. I'm talking to Vasa still.
Okay. Yes, I understand, Ashi. For something to be attempting to absorb magic from outside and from within. However, the oddest thing though is that I believe our friend said something to the effect of it also affecting people who are not casters.
Indeed.
In which case there wouldn't be much magic in them. If any. Either whatever is spreading this isn't very smart, or just completely random.
Or thorough. Is another way to look at it.
You'd have to ask then, if it were thorough, wouldn't the entire camp be in disarray from this?
Maybe they tried. Well, this is a trial run. I don't know. But this is not natural. That much we can say.
I'll have to agree with you, Ashi.
Alright, let me know if you need my help. I can maybe help stabilize them while you do your thing. And, if you need some more magic, I'm here.
Of course, my princess. He goes to one of the patients and tries something out. His left hand begins glowing. Let's see here, a fiendish yellow. And he places it on the let's see, on the victim's forehead. What? Okay, hold on. Going to have to roll this now. Okay, that is not Vathos.
Can I
that's
immediately provide help?
them. Hold on.
Okay.
Wrong tab. Okay. Okay. So he places his hand on it on the forehead of one of the sick people, and what? Stop it! Stop it!
I want to immediately jump in and try and help as Lamara. See if she can provide some extra, power.
Stand back, princess, please.
Are you sure?
He backs up immediately.
What's going on?
I tried to do something and that took a lot of my magic.
Figures. Hungry beast. You know them.
My princess, I highly recommend. Do not directly touch them. Oh, for your own sake.
Okay.
Okay. He takes two pearls from his pocket, and then says something in Aquan.
Well, I touched him directly, and I feel mostly fine.
There's something different about you compared to Margarita and
There
Vathos,
is.
remember?
There is. I know. I'm just having Ashi voice it.
Okay, but yeah, here. After he says that, they begin to glow, and then Vathos begins to glow as well, a little bit.
Uh-huh.
A little bit better.
This is definitely not good.
That was not something that I was expecting. I didn't think it'd be that's powerful. It's actually rather interesting.
Very. At least now we know. This is definitely something that people wanted to make sure kept this camp impaired.
In any case, do you think there's anything else that we can do, considering that we're probably going to be as useless as the other, as that fire creature?
We'll have to figure out what's force within them is and how to best remove that. So long as that stays, I don't think any healing is gonna work. Just keep eating it. Gotta be something we can do, though. Every curse is meant to be broken.
Any amount of magic that we put in, it's just going to get absorbed.
How's it like this time, Malthus?
Okay, out of character. that took away 2 of his warlock spell slots.
Okay.
And that one, by the way, that was involuntary.
Like
Yeah, I can tell,
took away, or like consumed them.
Consumed, like expended them.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I'm saying. I'm asking Encounter.
Okay.
What was it like this time, Vathos?
Itra. I tried to do a weaker version to see what would happen. However, it took away most of my stronger magic. I'll need to have a little bit of a rest for this.
What do you suppose would happen if we tried to overwhelm it?
Wait, who's talking, by the way? Ashi or Margarita?
Ashi.
Okay.
Ashi has a very deep voice and speaks with a mild American accent, which is trying to use to hide her stupid Cockney. Whereas Margarita has a very clear, stupid French accent. She speaks very quickly and has a slightly lighter tone of voice.
Okay. Flowering just jumps in. So you mean give it a tummy ache?
Something like that, I would imagine. Here's the thing. There's something inside them that eats magic. Of course, small amounts will probably not phase it too much, but maybe if we simply aim to overwhelm it with too much power, maybe that would allow it to go away. That's just a theory, though.
I have very many doubts about this, Ashi.
Well, your guess is as good as mine at this point. There's gotta be something to it.
Flowering also comments, about touching them. I was touching them earlier as well, and I seem to be fine. Perhaps it's if when you're casting a spell or trying to evoke the magic within you is when it occurs.
Yeah, definitely. It's sensitive to magic and similar forces. And different kinds of magic would definitely attract attention more. When I tried to heal this person over here, I only felt my efforts be negated and drawn out of me. But I'm fine. Maybe because I'm not the same kind of... Maybe because I'm not a caster like you two. She's pointing at Mara and Vathos.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, also before I forget, you guys do notice that she's had a rather big backpack with her this entire time.
What's in your backpack, Flowering?
Nothing.
It's clearly something, Flowering.
No, it's not.
I'm just putting a hand on top of her head. Flowering? What are you hiding from us?
Alright, Ashi, Margarita, and Vathos, you hear something like yawning.
Do you bring your panther with you?
Maybe?
Why?
Because I thought that she'd want to take a look around.
Alright. I've been missing her for a while anyway. You probably should let her get some fresh air. Though maybe not inside here. We don't know what happened.
Still though,
I'm just kind of putting my face close to her back buzz. You okay there, girl?
You see some movement, and then it just stops moving.
All right. Good to hear.
Still, I wonder who and what could have done this. We've been thinking that it was insects this entire time, but as Vathos and Margarita have said, like that there aren't any of that sort of thing, where they're from.
Once again, lowering my voice. That's why I think this must be planned.
Planned by who and how and why?
Maybe the four over there. They'll at least that gives us some information what they're capable of, if it isn't in them. Random insects that doesn't have any. Something's gotta conjure them. And then I raise my voice again. I don't suppose there's a library anywhere here, or any notes left behind by those trying to research the condition.
Unfortunately, Seth turns to you.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the only person who I would consider my medic is away right now.
Away? Where?
She went into the forest to conduct more research in regards to this, perhaps to check and see if there's anything in the air that might have been causing it. You say that it might have been insects, so I wonder if she found out about it before your party came along.
Has she been gone long?
No, in fact, she had left about an hour before you all arrived.
All right. I'd like to talk with her, see if she's got any insights. The most we can tell right now is so long as there's something still within them preventing any of her healing, we can't do anything. So the first order of business is to figure out how to best attack it.
Alas, if only the powers that I inherited from my ancestor would be enough for this. Unfortunately, he never gave me such a thing.
I close my eyes for a second and open them again. Indeed, that is a shame. And our resident curse specialist, pointing a thumb at him, doesn't seem to know what to do either. Definitely not natural. I would advise all of you to be very careful where you are, where you go, until this is figured out.
Okay, Ashi, make a strength save.
A strength save. Interesting. I have a dinky +1. Nope.
Okay. So, while you were talking to Sev, flowering immediately drops on you.
Oh. Flowering? What's wrong? Flowering? Oh no. How are you feeling, Flowering?
Something. It felt like something bit me.
That's not good. We need to get out of here, quickly.
What is the matter?
Flowering's been affected. Whatever it is, it's in this room.
That's terrible. Please come. He opens it and just like rushes out for you guys.
I am pulling Flowering in out with me.
Okay. What?
And as we're doing this, I want to try and expend another key point to Physician's Touch. Immediately. I'm using my freaking Ankh for this as well.
Are you attuned to it?
I mean, of course, I never unattuned to it.
Okay. Alright, because you unattuned from, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
This is annoying though. I have the period of health, but I don't need it right now. Yeah, that's a point, by the way. I have that.
Yep. Okay. Roll medicine.
Alright. Oh, I had to roll medicine, sure. 20. D20 plus 14. Also
Wow.
18. Same thing.
Excuse me.
And I don't suppose I get advantage from no.
Anyway, so you hold up the Ankh, and attempt to use your hand of healing to physician's touch hand of healing on on Flowering, and well, you don't see any improvements. However, for some reason, none of your ki was expended.
What in blazes? That's
Impossible.
Hold on, let me try and get one more time.
Let's see here. Vathos tries to inspect Flowering, but he stops himself.
This is early. I think. Never mind. I'm gonna try one more time. Come on, roll better. Can I do it, please?
Go for it.
Are they like outside right now?
Yes.
33.
Okay. Where's Quinn, by the way, at this juncture?
I've been just inside the freaking or outside the freaking tent. I just saw the retinue like rush out, and I'm looking Ashi carrying Flowering outside, just looking like what the heck.
Okay. All right then. So you hold the Ankh again, and try to pour everything that you can into getting rid of this disease Flowering. You expend 5 key points. Nothing happens.
What is
the
this thing?
What the hell's going on? What's up with her?
Flower's been infected. It's.
By what?
I'll explain later. But this is not safe anymore.
All right.
My deepest apologies, friends.
Also, here's a point. I'm gonna ask this to be fair. I had the period of health, and I wasn't able to tune to it because I had Shiragi Kenchimonji. But when I had given the Shiragi Kenchimonji to Quinn for safekeeping, I of course opened up several slots of attunement slots.
Yep.
Would I have been able to attune to period of health?
Yes.
Before I left. Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you. Right. Right.
Quinn, make an insight check real quick.
Insight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 second. What the hell's my insight mod again?
Haha.
It's 9.
I think 9. It's 9.
A check of 33 isn't enough, seriously.
9! That took a
Friggin'
while. There you go.
22.
OP disease.
Nerf.
Alright.
Please nerf. This OP, please nerf.
This is funny. My skill, my check is beyond impossible, or nearly impossible.
Yep. No, 30 is classified as impossible.
Yep.
25 is very hard, I think.
Yep.
hmm
Now you have to wonder why. Okay. Anyway, next. Okay. Okay. So you notice that Sev over here looks a bit dismayed about what's been going on.
Sev. Well, Darkos. What was his last name? Darkos?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Darkos. Darkos. Explain yourself. Are you being honest with us?
Being honest with what?
With the disease.
Of course.
It is only contained within that tent. Currently.
And now if this tabaxi has it as well, now it's not.
Exactly. Why are everyone who are infected only within the tent? Where have the infections happened?
The thing is, it appears to be carried by insect or something small. Everyone who has been infected has experienced something like a bite before they experienced the symptoms, and Flowering herself did it too just now. It is here, wherever it is, whatever it is.
I say that like Darko is just like looking around trying to like scan the area. Sev.
Looks like it's on the hunt then.
Perhaps a
Can I roll medicine on Flowering?
Beat my 33 check. But be my
No,
guess.
I'm thinking because I know that Flowering has similar magic within her that I do. I want to first inspect the wound. If I recognize it, would that be survival or investigation?
That would be investigation.
Just
Okay.
a heads up, Quinn. Just a heads up, Quinn. Whatever is in whatever the seas, it reacts to outside magic and may try and suck it out of you, but it shouldn't be contagious yet.
All right. Well, we'll just have to see how this goes then.
Was that Valthos or Darkos who just made a noise?
That was Vathos. He let's see here. Basically, let's see. Marguerite notices him. Excuse me. I can talk. By the way, I can English. It's not language or anything.
I can Engelska.
Okay, so he basically just looks at his hands and then looks at Flowering.
Looks at what?
Looks at his hands.
Yeah, but looks at his hands and then looks at what?
Flowering.
Oh, okay.
Valthos?
Yes, Vathos does.
No, I'm asking that in character.
Oh, let's see here. You turn around and you see Vathos like kneeling down and inspecting Flowering. Akenra's pretty much doing the same.
What happened in the tent?
Someplace exposed. Where?
That was Akenra speaking, right?
Nope, that was Vathos.
Okay, it sounded like Akenra.
Exposed? What are you talking about, Vathos?
Ashi, explain.
Okay, I'm gonna just need a moment out of character because I'm a little confused because I didn't hear what he said.
I said, oh, Ashi, explain.
Yeah, but then he said something about exposed. I'm like, yeah, I brought her out.
Something. No, Vathos was saying somewhere exposed.
Somewhere exposed, yeah. if there's any flesh, it's a prime target of this thing.
Exposed
bite.
flesh?
Yes, it'll only bite where it can see skin or flesh.
A nasty little friend we got here. Going straight for the skin.
I
Better cover up.
I can't remember his voice. I think I found it.
You
Where?
found it.
Let's see here. Let's see here. He lifts up a little bit of flowering skirt, and there is what seems to be a puncture wound. Let's see, behind her. Let's see. How do I say this? Like near her calf.
Calf?
Yes.
Oh,
Huh.
see, yeah. Hmm. Can we take a closer look at that?
Okay. All right then. So, insight?
Insight?
On who?
Interesting.
No, I'm asking.
No, No, I asked, can we take a closer look
No.
at...
No, why did you roll insight, Timmy?
I rolled insight before whilst Darkus was talking with Gwen.
Okay. I mean, how about you tell me first, or I tell you?
Yeah, when you're rolling.
That way, I don't get confused as what's going on and why you're rolling when I'm not telling you to.
Fair enough. I didn't want to interrupt you, and then I forgot about it.
How do you forget about that?
Because
Okay.
I'm thinking, obviously.
I know.
If you do that again, I'm going to give you a penalty.
All right, fair enough.
Okay. Anyway.
But yeah. Quinn would like to take a closer look at the puncture wound near the calf and then roll investigation to see and determine if I recognize if it's a creature bite that I have seen before.
Okay. Right. Roll.
Or seen or heard of.
Okay. Roll investigation first. Wow.
Good job.
There it is. Natural 20, baby.
There it is. I've been waiting for that for a while.
Okay. So that being said, go ahead and add your inspiration and skill experience. Excuse me, I can English. He went BRB, didn't he? Emmy?
I guess.
Okay, well, it's almost an hour now, so it might be a good time to take a break.
All right.
Alright then,
Cool,
break
yes.
time.